Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. My channel is about all things beauty related. Honest reviews, tutorials, all things makeup. So if that interests you, be sure to subscribe. I made this entire face of makeup using drugstore products that I reach for over high end. They are my favorite drugstore products. I've used these products multiple times and they just have been like my go-to products. I love using affordable makeup. I also like high end, but I've really been drawn to the drugstore side of makeup because I think drugstore has been killing the game. They've been creating some really great products that are just as good as high end. And yeah, even though I feel like sometimes the price point on the drugstore side is getting a little high, it's almost in the prestige cosmetics range. I love affordable makeup, especially in today's economy. And I think that it's all about the application and that I think you can create a really good makeup look using affordable drugstore products. Tutorial is all about, so we're gonna jump right into it. These are my favorite drugstore products. This is an everyday, easy, cute, modern, trending makeup look. And we're gonna jump right into it. First, I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild. This is the Impossible Primer Base, silicone free, does it all. It's hydrating, covers your pores, mattifying. I have oily combination skin. My wife has dry skin and we both use this primer. It's extremely affordable. It's drugstore. I know that Tati is also raved about this. And as you can tell, it is much loved. It's a really good primer. And it comes in this like clear gel consistency. And I'm just gonna put it mainly right here and on my forehead is where I get the oiliest. And it just feels so good on your skin. And it's just a really good makeup base. Another good drugstore primer is the Lumi Glotion by L'Oreal. This is also amazing and is a perfect dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. I own the Charlotte Tilbury and I'm not a fan of the Charlotte Tilbury. I think this is so much better and it's so much more affordable. So I'm just gonna put this up here on my cheeks. I have oily skin, so I don't want this to be like an overkill, but I like to have a glow. And I just kind of just put this wherever. This is a perfect product to mix in with any foundation that you have. You want to give it a sheer, less coverage, glowy look. Something I want to start on my channel is being your own cosmetic chemist, because this is a product that you can mix in with your foundations you already own to give them luminosity, to make them more sheer if you want to do like the underpainting. And this is just such a good product. I cannot stop raving about this. And it's so much better than Charlotte Tilbury. But yeah. So for foundation, I really love Catrice foundations. I love the 48-hour like matte dropper foundation. That is also really good, but this is the True Skin by Catrice. I absolutely love this. It's more on the hydrating side, so this is perfect for me and my wife because I have oily skin, she has dry skin. It does last on my skin and my skin's oily. It definitely is a 24-hour wear foundation. Actually, I would say it's only like 16 hours. I can wear this to work. I'm a nurse. My job's very physical, so I can wear this to work and it lasts like all day under my mask, all that kind of stuff. The 24-hour promise isn't quite legit. I know a lot of makeup companies like to promise that, but I would say that Catrice's foundations are very, very long lasting. That is very true. My go-to foundations for work, and I live in a very humid environment. I live in Florida, so I recommend Catrice as a drugstore foundation. It's actually my go-to foundation. You can get them on Amazon. They used to be sold at Ulta, but I don't know what happened. I think it was like easier for people to get them at Amazon or something. Also at Ulta, they were always sold out. My favorite, the HD 24-hour dropper, it's like very matte and lightweight. That one was always sold out. I could never get my shade. So I just ordered from Amazon anyway. And that is where they are selling their foundations now. And it's just such a good hydrating, blendable coverage foundation. A lot of people rave about this. I know Painted by Spencer raves about it. And Catrice is a Europe drugstore company. Yeah, it's a German, made in Italy. Good cosmetics are made in Italy. So if you find drugstore makeup made in Italy, it is going to be superb. But if you've never tried Catrice's foundations, I highly recommend. I have used many higher end foundations, but Catrice is just like my go-to. For $10 on Amazon, I can get my shade in 2 days with Amazon Prime. Like, why not, you know? I love my foundation. Every time I buy, I just love Catrice foundations. They're so good. A lot of their makeup is actually really, really good. All right, so that is my foundation. Next, I'm going to go in with some contour. These are the new e.l.f. Halo Glow Wands. I really like these. I also have the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I personally reach for the Glow Wands way more than the Putty Bronzer. So I'm just going to apply some of the bronzer on my forehead. I've read some reviews that people think these don't blend out very well, and I'm just surprised at that because I think these blend out amazingly. I think it's like a coverage, like a really good coverage, but it's gel consistency. But the L'Oreal Morphe brush. This is also a drugstore product. I'm just gonna blend it on my cheeks there. Like, look how easy that blended out. I have the shade, I think it's light medium, or is it light? Light medium, which I feel like if I'm tan, this shade's probably gonna be way too light. But for now, it works really nice. And then for my foundation shade, it is Neutral Sand 030. All right, so I'm just gonna blend this into my forehead. I think personally, this is blending out really well. But I don't know why people have said they've had trouble blending it out, because mine just blends out really nice every time. So just like that, just giving myself some bronze. And then I'm gonna correct this with some concealer and some blush. I put my concealer on last because that allows me to clean up anything. And this bronzer is supposed to be a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury. I don't own the Charlotte Tilbury ones because I think the price for the product is insane. As a makeup lover, I just can't even do it because I'm like, let's be honest. Like, when you get bronzing sticks from other brands that are like the same price point, that product's gonna last you way longer, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't get myself to do it. I almost forgot to blend this out. So I like to do this because it gives me a shadow and makes my lip appear larger. Okay, so that is bronzed out. Next, my favorite drugstore cream blush product. I really like the LA Girl Soft Matte Cream Blush. This is really good. But today I want more of a baby pink look, so I have the Bora Bora by e.l.f. Putty Blush. I am late on this. I did not buy these and they were all the hype, and I recently bought them, plus they were always sold out. And this shade Bora Bora is like amazing. Is the prettiest cool tone pink. And then I also have Essence Baby Got Blush, and this is in the shade Tickle Me Pink. And it just smells really good, which is kind of strange because it means there's fragrance in it, which isn't good for you. But I'm going to apply my cream blush with a brush like this. I like it to be dense and like firm because I don't want my blush going everywhere. Like, I think when people apply cream blush, at least for me, it goes everywhere and it just like doesn't look that good. It makes my cheeks look saggy. So I like using a brush like this and doing my cream blush first and then cleaning it up with some concealer. So I just really, you know, load the brush, make it nice and pink, and then I'm just gonna tap on here. I love this cream blush by Essence because it's super affordable. It's only $4.99. It is a really pretty natural baby pink dewy finish, which for us oily skin girls isn't quite ideal, but I can set mine with some powder and some blush and it wears very well. So I just like to apply this right here on my upper cheeks, and then I'll bring it here underneath my eye, because then when I apply the concealer on top of that, it really just melts everything together. So I'm just gonna do some patting motions like that. It's so pretty, 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 pretty. And I'm actually also gonna go in with Bora Bora because I've just really been liking this shade lately. So I just kind of dip my brush right in there. It's not the most hygienic way to do this, but I'm the only one that really uses my makeup besides my wife. I'm just gonna pat it in. This one isn't quite as dewy as the Essence one, but they're like about the same shade. But my wife's always like, you look like a clown. And I'm like, blush is in. Blush is so in. See how it looks so crazy? We're gonna clean that up. So my favorite concealer for Drugstore is this Revlon 5-in-1 concealer. No one talks about this concealer. It is an awakening concealer that has caffeine and vitamin C. So I just apply this with the applicator light-handedly. I'm going to apply some down here. Like, you know, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was not light-handed at all. It's okay. It's okay. Gotta work with it. And up here. So it's gonna blend in with the blush because it's already pink and it's light like that. Now I go with a concealer brush. This is a Morphe JH08. And I'm going to tap this part out. Just gonna highlight and melt into the bronzer and the blush. And then this is going to see how it kind of just like cleans and softens up that blush. Especially when you apply the blush here and they apply concealer on top of it, it just melts together. So again, just tapping. And then I'm going to cover my eyelid with that concealer as well. And I love Drugstore products. I really think that the drugstore industry has really killed the game lately. Please comment below any drugstore products you have been swearing by for the longest time. I love checking out those hidden drugstore gems. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like the drugstore industry has really stepped up their game. And I feel like you can just create so many good looks with drugstore products. And I've really kind of stepped away from buying a lot of high-end stuff, honestly, because you can't tell the difference. It's all about the application. So I'm just tapping the blush on top, and that is our cream products. Bronzer, the concealer, the blush, all of that. So for setting my under eyes, I am obsessed with this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. This is the translucent powder. It's extremely, I bought backup. That was the one that wasn't open, but I bought 2 of them because they're just so good. The softest powder ever, translucent. It's just so perfect. So this is my go-to powder, but you also have to set your under eye with a loose powder. So I have here light pink. This is the Halo Glow Powder by e.l.f. This stuff is so, so good. I love it. And I'm all about that light pink under eye. That's super on trend right now. And this one, just like tap it into the lid. It's really not that pink. It is a wearable pink, but it also has like luminosity to it. It is just stunning underneath the eye. So This is my Ariel A14. This is the best brush for setting underneath your eyes. So first, I'm going to take a really light dusting of the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. But to make sure all the products are underneath my eyes, like well blended and packed, I'm going to go with a sponge and I'm going to tap. So I could pick up any excess concealer and make sure there's no makeup in my creases. Because I have very deep eye creases, but everybody else does. Like, it's totally normal. So I have that. I'm going to go in with a really light dusting of this NYX translucent powder. Really light dusting just so that way the creasing is on hold. Really, really light dusting. And then I'm going to go in with this powder on that same brush. This is the LK Low Glow. And I'm going to do packing motions. I'm going to tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Bringing it underneath my eye, over here to my temple. It's really, really tapping it in. Tap, 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 tap. And then I'm also going to set my eyelid as well. And this just kind of helps give a baby pink, lighter highlightness to this area, which is just really going to look better. It's going to look better in pictures. Just like, you know, creates this effect of darker outer face, lighter center face. Okay. And then I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is an Ariel A21. And I'm going to take the NYX Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm just going to tap this all over and set my entire face with this translucent powder. And the blushes just look so nice when they're set with a translucent powder. It like mattifies them, but they're still so rich in color. And sometimes that dewiness will shine through the powder, especially when my own skin oils mix with it. So there is that. Now I'm gonna take my little puffer square here, get a good amount of the e.l.f. Halo Glow Pink powder, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of like baking with that. Pat it underneath my eye here and let that sit while I bronze with my bronzer. And this will give me a really nice bright under eye. Okay, like that. And also when I put blush on top of this, it's going to not let the blush take so much control and get everywhere so your cheeks look saggy. It's gonna help keep your blush more in control and only in this area. So next I'm gonna do some bronzer. Alright, so this is the Milani Silk Bronzer. This is in the shade Sunlight 01. This bronzer, I hit pan. It is the silkiest, smoothest bronzer ever. I reached for this over my high-end. I really like Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. That one's really good, but this one is literally silky smooth. It is exactly what it says it is. It's $10. It's Milani. I think it's also made in Italy. Made in Italy. Great product. It's telling you this is better than high-end. So I'm just telling you. I'm just gonna go with the big fluffy brush. I usually don't go with the big fluffy brush, but today I'm feeling it. And I'm just gonna bronze up my forehead. And then squeezing this just a little bit on my cheeks there. My cream contour is really shining through, which I like. And then underneath my lip. Just like that. And next I'm going to apply some blush. For Drugstore blush, I really like Milani Luminoso Yes, this is so old. I stopped using this for years. I came back to it. I'm like, how could I ever stop using this? So like e.l.f.'s Always Cheeky. This one is one of their primer blushes. Super corally, beautiful blush for summer. And I also like e.l.f.'s, this is one of their little quads. These are super affordable, like $3. And is called Guava, and it's a matte baby pink. This is actually my go-to everyday blush shade. But I don't know if I want to stay matte. I don't know if I want to go shimmery. I'm gonna go with Always Cheeky. It's been a while since I've used this shade. So this is an Ariel A22. I'm gonna have everything linked below, but his brushes, I'm telling you, are like the best brushes ever. So I'm just gonna blend this like this along my cheeks. And I am getting a little blush crazy, but that is what I like. So there is the blush. And then I'm gonna go in with this brush and I'm gonna just kind of dust away that setting powder. And then I'm gonna go in with my Drugstore highlighter. This is the e.l.f. Pure Nude Highlighter. This one is also, oh, it's made in Poland, but it is a European-based drugstore company, Essence. And I think that their products are also super amazing, super affordable, but this highlight is like high-end quality. This is MAC quality. This is almost Becca Cosmetics quality. It is just a super, super good highlighter. This is very overhyped. I was late on purchasing it because I really don't like to purchase products that are super, super overhyped because I'm just like, so this product was super overhyped. I tried it and it is literally like the smoothest, prettiest highlighter ever. So I am going to apply this to my cheeks here. Like, look how stunning that is. It gives this really subtle glow. It's not like an overkill. It's not really metallic. It's just like exactly what you need. And it's so affordable. It's $5. So like, even if you don't need this, this is just such a good highlighter to have in your collection. And I'm telling you, this product will surprise you. It will surprise you. So before I do before I do eyeshadow, I'm gonna go and do my brows. This is an e.l.f. brow pencil, and I'm really not that picky when it comes to brow pencils because I already have some pretty dramatic eyebrows, but I am gonna fill them in with this pencil, and then I'm gonna use the Morphe brow gel. I prefer the Sephora brow gel, which is also really affordable, but this is an all drugstore product tutorial, so I'm going to use the Morphe brow gel. And I'm sure this is just like the e.l.f. Brow gel, which is supposed to be a dupe for Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I have the Morphe one and it's been working pretty well. So I just feather in my brows here very lightly, just in any places I think that might need them. I like a good fluffy brow. So I'm just doing a really, really light brow today. And I just take the end of that spoolie and I'm just gonna use the brow gel and gel my brows into place. Like that. I really like the Gen Z fluffy brow look. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes. So these e.l.f. Perfect 10 palettes have come out. These are supposed to be just like the little quads. The same pigment blendability, all of that, just in a bigger palette. And I have a video using these palettes as a first impression tutorial, and I am blown away because it's very true. These eyeshadows are pigmented, beautiful, blendable, perfect drugstore palettes. I wish they had these when I was in college so I didn't have to break the bank to get a good eyeshadow palette. And I just cannot get over how amazing their quads are, but now that they have the bigger palettes, I am all about it. And I highly recommend you pick up these palettes. They're only $10. And I'll have linked below the tutorial that I did using these. So I'm gonna go in here with this baby pink right there, the third shade. Not third shade, sorry, the fourth shade. It's a nice salmon baby pink. This is a stunning pink crease shade, and I think it's gonna go very nice with my rosy cheeks. I mean, look at that. Like, look at that. Amazing. And this is a Sigma E35. This is one of my favorite blending brushes. Everything's going to be linked below, but I'm just going to blend this into my crease, creating this nice summery peachy eye look. And then this will only take me like top a couple minutes because these shades just blend out so easily that it's just perfect. So just like that, blending into my crease. Love it. And I'm just gonna take a smaller brush and go in with the brown, which is the third shade. This is a ColourPop E21. I'm just gonna set this a little bit lower and on the outside of my eyelid, just to add a little bit of warmth and brown. Like, that blended out so quick and so pretty. So that was so quick and so pretty. So I just have this nice warm pink crease. And I'm just gonna take my finger and take that lightest vanilla shade and just tap it on the lid. And like soften it up into the crease a little bit with my finger. Just creating this nice vanilla light lid. This is an all matte eye look. I love this eyeshadow palette. Yes, I'm going out of town this weekend and I am taking it with me because it's perfect. Now I'm gonna go in with that Essence highlighter. The Essence, what says Be My Highlight. I'm gonna highlight my inner corner. That, my next favorite thing is the Essence Nude Eyeliner. $3.99. High-end quality. I'm telling you, this pencil is amazing. Watch how smooth it goes on. Ready? Watch. Like, that is so smooth. The Rimmel London one I really like too, but this one is way smoother. So if you like Rimmel London, you're gonna love this because it's smoother, it lasts longer, it's whiter, it's just, oh, it's so perfect. It's not white, it's nude, but you know what I'm saying. Love this eyeliner. Where would I be without it? It is literally my go-to every single day eyeliner. So before I do mascara or anything like that, I am going to set my whole face with the e.l.f. setting spray. This is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Spray. I love this stuff. It's super affordable. It has the best sprayer. Ready? The best sprayer. And I'm just going to mist my entire face. And then when it's like 50% dry, I'm going to go with a sponge and just pat it in. God, all these products are just so amazing and they're all drugstore. Makes me so happy. Alright, so for eyes, I have this e.l.f. $5 lash curler, which is like my new favorite product, or my new favorite tool. And my two favorite drugstore mascaras are the Maybelline Rocket and Maybelline Lash and Roll. And this is the best drugstore lash glue. This is Kiss Lash Adhesive. It is latex free, formaldehyde free, clear. This was $3.99 on Amazon. Best lash glue. And these are in my opinion, the best mascaras. Rocket by Maybelline, e.l.f. Lash Roller. So I'm gonna go in with the Rocket by Maybelline. My favorite brand of drugstore lip liners are the NYX Professional Suede Mattes, these ones, and the LA Girl Shockwave lip liners. These are the best. These are the best. They are better than a high end. I promise if you buy these lip liners, you will only use these. They are so good and I definitely get a lot of use out of them, and they are just phenomenal, affordable, good makeup. So I'm gonna go in with, all right, so if I go in with the shade Mauve, so this is the NYX lip liner. This is just the NYX lip liner. This one is the suede one, but they're both kind of like the same thing. And I'm going to line my lips. I'm not a big fan of overlining. I overline the bottom and the cupid's bow a little bit, but everything else I keep on my natural lip. Favorite nude lipstick from the drugstore is Nude Lust. This is the old packaging, but it is just a really pretty nude lipstick and it's stunning. It's pretty. I have a newer one, but I don't know where it's at right now. And I also really like this one. This is the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lipstick. And this one is in the shade Seduction. You can only get this, I think, on Amazon. That's where I got mine. But this is what I wore my wedding day. Let me swatch it for you. It is a super lightweight, matte, beautiful pink shade. So I'm just going to mix this in with that Nude Lust shade. So it's like a nude pink lip. And then for a little plumping, I have the Milani Keep It Full. This is in the shade Soft Rose. So my best friend's wedding, the makeup artist, put this on my lips and it was amazing. Like, look at that. It's pigmented plumped gloss. It's right over there. Pigmented plumped gloss. The prettiest baby pink lip gloss ever. And it's just so good. So I'm just gonna put it here in the center and like Cupid's bow. Want some plump action. And that is the finished look. So guys, that completes this look. This is a full face of super affordable drugstore makeup that I find better than a high end. This is just go-to everyday natural makeup using nothing but drugstore affordable products. And if you are someone who is obsessed with makeup like I am, loves makeup reviews, makeup tutorials, all things beauty, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment because my channel is all about things beauty. So that completes this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video.